Hello and welcome back to All About Community. When we went to break, I was speaking with David Hardin of Aurum School right here in Oakland Middle School. And as I understand it, they are doing outstanding things at that school. And I wonder why they are doing so great when there are too many of our other schools that are struggling. Maybe you have an answer for that, and let me see if we can probe that for a moment. What does it require to teach, to become a teacher at Aurum School? Do they have to have a teaching credential and all that stuff?
Great question. I'll say this. What we primarily focus on is how we can serve our students the best. I don't see us in particular competition to anyone else. But to answer your question with regard to what it requires for our staff, we do have all of our teachers that are fully credentialed. For any of our newer teachers, they enroll in a credentialing program, but we also do quite a bit of professional development. So for any new teacher over the summer, they have 3 weeks of pretty intensive training that they go through that really gives them the foundations for what academic rigor looks like, how to maintain a positive culture within their class, and what systems and structures we operate with that will allow us to execute at a high level. And so when you put all those things together and you have people that are able to practice and get into the habits of what makes for a strong education, I think it gives you a really solid foundation to start from.
I believe you talk about creating a culture of joy and learning. And I interpret that to mean that people get excited about learning. And it seems to me that is a real key to motivating students. And if that's the case, why?
The most important thing that you can do is have the students invested in their own education. And the more that you can do that, you're setting them up with the life skills that they're going to need in the long run to be successful. And so once you invest the student, then you can build skills. But it all starts with, I guess, in the old adage of they won't, they don't care until they know that you care. And so that's where we start.
So I would, and again, I interpret that to mean that you set high expectations for students. And I think it was, I can't remember who said it one time, that nobody rises to low expectations. So, what is it that you do in order to get students in the mode for believing that they can do it?
Yep. Great question. And I think that starts with the mindsets and really tackling the mindset and really investing in why are you here and why is it important that you work so hard. And that's not just for the students, it's for the staff and myself too. One of my favorite sayings is don't lower your expectations, raise your support. And so we might need to figure out how to get you here, and that push might be more steep, but we're not going to lower where you need to get. We're going to support you more. Some of those supports I think that are really crucial. We have push-in teachers for our students who have greater needs. We are constantly tracking which students are passing their classes, which ones aren't, and then we're doing interventions with them in small groups. We're bringing them to tutorial, and we're saying any student who is not doing well in their class has access to free tutorial after school with their teacher, which is absolutely so crucial. Another intervention that I think is absolutely essential is we have a period called Focus. And what that is it's a personalized learning time where students that may not have a grasp of the on grade level material that we're providing can get remediation in that particular subject area, or acceleration if they're ahead.
And I understand that 75% of the teachers there are African American males. Is that correct? That's a big number.
We definitely still do have a high percentage of African American males on our team. It's not 75% anymore, but it is definitely
But it's still
far
way up
higher
there.
than the national average. I think it's only 3 or 4%, and we're probably we're far over 10 times that.
And anytime you can get black males teaching in the school setting, it is so critical. I mean, absolutely critical to the learning process. We're going to have to go to break, so don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my guest is David Hardin, and my name is Robert L. Harris, and I am your host.